Main benefit right off the bat was networking, getting to know people. I was able to put a face to a name. So when you made that call or you made the appointment, that you and the agent already had a relationship, or especially if there's a problem with an attorney, you could feel a little more comfortable talking to the attorney and asking them questions.
Being a realtor has a lot of benefits, I think. Obviously, networking, education, a number of great resources that just make our business a little bit easier. But the main thing for me, and it's become more and more apparent as I'm in the business longer, is advocacy. So whether it's in Washington, Montpelier, or here on the local town politics level, the advocacy work that realtors do and that your membership dollars go toward are really impactful. Policy regarding housing, policy regarding how we conduct our business. It's whether you're a realtor member or a member of the public, the advocacy and lobbying work that the realtors do is vital to having sensible housing and property policy.
The biggest benefits of being a member of a professional association like NVRA that is often understood is the governing that we have. Meaning that if we get into a dispute with another realtor, there's already a system in place. There's already a panel of board members in place to oversee that dispute and solve that problem outside of the traditional litigation system in our society. So we don't want to be suing each other, and knowing that if there's any kind of a dispute with another member, which is the majority of us in the area, that there is a system for that keeps us out of the courts is a huge benefit.
What I like most about being a member here, definitely the networking is always good. You guys do a lot of good social events. It's fun because I work with a lot of different agents throughout the business, day to day. But coming to the events, I just get to know them a little bit more personally, or on a personal level. And I think having that personal connection also helps us to be able to do business better on the next transaction as well. The other thing I like a lot about the association, it's not just about real estate information that you're getting all the time. So the lunch and learns have been great resource to us. Learning things about septic tanks that I would never really be exposed to. So just different elements that impact us on a day-to-day. It's just good to get that knowledge from the experts.
Networking through the NVRA has been really beneficial to me, not just through referrals from other agents, but also the fact that we've sat around the table together in meetings, and so we get to know each other a little bit different level and understanding of how we do business.
I was at one of the events, I think it was a young professional event, and ran into one of the realtors that I'd been working with, but we hadn't necessarily worked together in a little bit. And I think that brought me back to kind of, top of mind for that realtor. They sent a borrower to me. I was able to get that borrower pre-approved. A few months later, they were under contract, and we were able to work together a lot after that. So I think the events just kind of help you feel like, oh, I hadn't seen you in a bit. You catch up, you get to share something new, and then it helps you stay top of mind with everyone.
When you begin, it's you as an agent and your brokerage, but then when you tap into NVRA, VAR, and the National Association of Realtors, your pond gets so much bigger. There's so many resources. And also when you're networking with clients that are traveling out of state, in state, the connecting and the networking has been amazing. I've had agents that I've met through NVAR refer clients to me within state. And it's just because we connected and we got to know one another, and it was like-minded as far as me being a good connection with their client to put them in my care. So it's getting to know people's relationships. We're in the business of relationships. So the more relationships we have, the greater for our community and the greater for those that we're serving.
I look at this as building my brand awareness. Think of it as paying for advertisements on the news. You don't necessarily get phone calls directly from that, but it just builds your presence in the community. And my community is mostly native realtors who send me business, so being at these events is so beneficial that I can't tie it to one specific transaction. It probably attributes to a lot of them.
Camaraderie and rapport. between our colleagues within our industry is really important. We have to work together. We all want to work in as pleasant of an environment as possible. And it's much easier to get to know other agents from other companies in a relaxed setting that isn't the middle of a negotiation.
It's worth the money, it's worth the involvement and what you get out of it, and shows to the consumers that we are committed to code of ethics and sort of quality of work and excellence, and not just in it to get licensed and make money. And we're really trying to be part of something to change things.